Hello, seminarians. Welcome to the Gospel of Matthew course at Pentecostal Theological Seminary. My name is Josh Rice, and I've been an adjunct at the seminary since 2012, and I'm very, very excited to coach you through this online course. It's going to be a great time together. Well, I hope you've had time to download the syllabus from the Unit 1 course page, because I'd like to hit the highlights so that you know what to expect from these next 8 weeks together. The assignments have been broken down into 4 distinct parts. First, you'll have reading assignments each week. Now, I've chosen to do something different for this course. Typically, we would do a historical and literary exegetical approach to the text, and we'll have plenty of time to do that in pieces. But I've actually chosen a dramatically different textbook for the Matthew course. It's not a textbook written by a New Testament scholar, but by a world-renowned theologian who retired a few years ago from Duke University, a name you may know, named Stanley Hauerwas. And what you're going to find in this Brazos theological commentary on the Bible is a theological reading of Matthew. Now, in many cases, Hauerwas brings critical study into the conversation, but he's really seeking to understand Matthew from a theological perspective. It's a fresh reading, and I think you're really going to enjoy it. We are going to supplement Hauerwas's theological reading with various articles throughout the units so that you're understanding Matthew from differing perspectives. In addition, I'll be posting some videos on various critical issues surrounding the text of Matthew, and I really believe we'll have a series of diverse readings, and we will gain a really well-rounded study of the book of Matthew. You'll have some discussion posts or essays to post each week based on the reading, and we'll be able to discuss those together. Secondly, 40% of the course grade is based on the research paper. But we're going to go about this process a little differently than I think you may be used to, and I think you'll find the process helpful. I have laid out the stages of the research paper so that I can coach you along the process. For example, in Unit 3, a simple one-page proposal for the paper is due so that I can give you feedback. Then a list of sources is due so that I can give you feedback. Then the data that you've drawn from those sources is due late in the class so that I can give you feedback. I realize that writing research papers can be intimidating, and that's why I really want to help you along the way. I've also developed a document about successfully writing the research paper in the Matthew course that we will go over together. Thirdly, there is a sermon on the book of Matthew, a manuscripted sermon that's going to be due in week 6. This represents 20% of your grade, and honestly is one of the more fun parts of the class. I'm not interested in the study of the Bible for the study of the Bible's sake, although I love the Bible and I love history and I love dead languages. I'm interested in how this stuff impacts the life of the church. And I'm a person who believes that preaching can both drive and change the church. And so we're going to be looking at some manuscripted sermon examples from some of the modern masters, and also crafting our own and sharing those together. It's going to be really enjoyable. And then finally, some of you are taking the class for Greek credit, which is wonderful. And there are instructions in the syllabus on how to set that up with me so that you take the Greek exam at the proper time and get Greek credit for the class. Lastly, we will be having 3 live sessions together during the course. This is new for me at PTS. I do it in some other places where I teach, but new at PTS, and I think it's going to really add a lot. So you will see those sessions laid out. I know it's Unit 1, then I believe it's Units 3 and 7, where we'll be getting together for 2 or 3 hours via Zoom software, which is free. I'll send you a link so that you can download that for free. It's very easy to use. You will need a camera, which in many of the new computers like this one here, the camera is built in, and a microphone, again, which is typically built into most computers today. However, if you need to get these to plug into your computer, they're very, very inexpensive, or perhaps you can borrow one. So it'll be fun to actually be able to interact live and face-to-face throughout the duration of the course. If I can answer any questions along the way, don't hesitate to reach out at jrice@ptseminary.edu, and we can also certainly set up a live video conference call or a phone call if that's necessary. I look forward to serving you and to learning more about Matthew alongside you. God bless.